How is it going, everyone? It is K Limit here, and today we are going to be talking about a game that I honestly can't believe I haven't even talked about on the channel yet. I don't know why I haven't, because I've talked about games similar to it. I really should have talked about this sooner, but we're going to be talking about Crazy Taxi today. We're going to be talking about the PC version of it, which is a fantastic version of it. If you like Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast, you're probably going to enjoy it on the PC. It plays very, very well. It has no real performance issues or anything that I've noticed, and it is just a really, really fun time. So, let's talk about Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi is a insanely fun arcade game that is all about being a taxi driver. You get to select one of four different taxi drivers, and they all have their own individual vehicle. And you get to drive around the city and try to deliver people to the locations that they need to be at as quickly as you can while avoiding traffic, but also trying to get as close to traffic as you can. You know, you want to get some excitement points, and if you get the customer excited by, doing ramps and stuff like that and getting really close to other cars, basically, if you put the fear of God to them in a little bit, they'll give you a tip. So you'll want to do that while you're trying to get them to where they need to go. So the whole point of this game is literally you're a taxi driver taking a person from point A to point B in the quickest amount of time you can, and you just keep going. Once you do that, you pick up another person and you do the same thing over and over and over again until time runs out. And I absolutely love it. It's a very simple premise, but it is such a fun game. I absolutely love it. My favorite mode in this is actually arcade mode. You have a couple different game modes in this version of the game. You have the arcade mode, which is the one I like the most because you actually have the arcade map in that one from the original arcade game. There is an original mode where you have the map from the Dreamcast one as well, but I'm not a huge fan of that map. I really prefer the original arcade map. I just think that one has a lot more charisma and a lot more charm to it, and also just looks a lot better all the way around. But you do at least have two different options for which map you want to play on. You can play in that original mode and play on the Dreamcast map, or you can play on the arcade mode and play that arcade map. And you do have a few different options for like your time settings and stuff like that. I believe you can do like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes, or you can do classic arcade style. My favorite is classic arcade style because in the classic arcade style, you have to drive people to their location that they need to go to, and you actually will gain time back for each person that you deliver. So your time can keep going up and up and up, and you can keep delivering more and more people as long as you are doing it quick enough. So that's my favorite way to do it, and I just think that is really the most fun way to do it in my opinion. Now, you do have another mode that you can do called Crazy Box mode, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of Crazy Box mode. I really only tried it out for this video because it's not really my type of thing, but if you want, it basically just gives you a bunch of random challenges that you can do, and you just have to complete each challenge, and that's basically all you do. It's nothing special, it's nothing that fantastic. Maybe you'll be into it, maybe you won't. I personally just prefer the arcade experience. I just want to immediately hop in and start driving around and start taking customers where they need to go. That's what I want to do. So there is an extra mode, though, if you are interested in that. At least they do give you plenty of different things to actually do. Now, I will say one thing I love about this game is the soundtrack. Absolutely love the music for this game. The music is fantastic. I love the humor in this game as well. I love some of the things that the people say that you pick up cracks me up. I will never forget picking up one day when I was, I think I was in high school. I was homesick from school. And I somehow convinced my mom to play this game. I have no idea how I did that, but I convinced her to play it, and she picked up a pastor. And the pastor immediately just looks at the driver. It's just like, get me the hell to church. And I will never forget the look on her face as she is shocked and also dying laughing at the same time because we could not believe that the pastor just said that. And it was so funny, and that's just a fond memory that I'll always have with this game now. But the humor is top notch in this game. Love it. Absolutely think it's fantastic. I love the character designs. I think each character looks fantastic. Love that stuff as well. The driving controls pretty well. You have to get used to it a little bit. There's some techniques that you can learn as well to give you like a quick boost and stuff, and it does take a little bit of time to get used to. But once you get it down, it is really a fun time to drive around and just enjoy the city and stuff. And I love the two different sandboxes that you have. You have a lot of different locations in the sandbox, and it's really cool to drive around, honestly. So I love all of that stuff. And overall, this is just a really, really fun, fantastic game. I've never had any sort of performance issues, which I don't think that you really should have any performance issues with a game this old, but I never had any performance issues with it. It plays great, so that's fantastic. Everything about this port is really, really good. I love this game, and honestly, it's one of those games that you can turn on, you can play for, 10 minutes, or you can play for 2 hours. It's one of those styles of games, and I do think that is really fun. And whether you're playing it on the Dreamcast or the PC version, you cannot go wrong with Crazy Taxi. It is a really, really good time, and I think that if you like any sort of like crazy style car games, racing games, or anything like that, you're probably going to enjoy this. So go check out Crazy Taxi. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.